So earlier we have discussed Newton-Cotes method of in which we have covered three different methods: trapezoidal rule, Simpson's 1/3 rule, Simpson's 3/8 rule. And in yesterday's lecture, we have also gone through the flowchart for these three methods. Now, in today's method, we are going to deal with another approach to calculate numerical integration. The name is Gauss quadrature methods. Okay, so let's start with that. Now, the difference between earlier method and Gauss-Legendre's or Gauss quadrature method is that in Newton-Cotes method, the strips are having uniform thickness, but here in Gauss-Legendre's or Gauss quadrature method, we don't have that constraint. The strip size or strip thickness or segment thickness might be varying. Okay, so let's begin. Let's try to understand the motivation or the philosophy, how this Gauss-Legendre's method works. Okay, so I'll give you a glimpse using a graphical approach. Now, it is inspired from two different ways or two different methods. One is the trapezoidal rule, and another is the Gauss formula. Okay, so what it does, first look at the trapezoidal rule. All of us knows about this trapezoidal rule. Assume this blue one, this curve is a function of x, and we would like to integrate that over the limit a and b. So using trapezoidal rule, what we do, we create a straight line like this, and we approximate the integration of this function over the limit a to b is equal to area under this curve, right? But you will find that there is tremendous amount of error present here. So actual area इतना बड़ा है देखो, okay? But due to the limitation of this method, trapezoidal rule, we cannot cover this area, right? So what if I slightly move this line upward? Okay, now look at the bottom picture, B figure. Okay, so you might see a difference here. Now you can observe, if we compare the figure number A and figure number B, you can definitely say that in figure number A, the area or the integration is having maximum error. बहुत ज़्यादा आपका जो area है वो बच चुका है, right? So this is amount of error in the trapezoidal rule. If I redraw this line, if I shift this line precisely, okay, now how precisely? If you look at this part, okay, these two parts are your positive error because they goes beyond the curve. This value of area is added extra because it is out of the curve, and this area, the blank space, is a negative error because आपका actual area इतना बड़ा है, okay, but the area calculated is less than that, so this amount is a negative error. So also here you will find another positive error. So what if we try to create a line such that this negative error and positive error balances each other, so that the net effect will be equal? Means what? Actually we are covering the complete area, ठीक है, थोड़ा beyond जाके थोड़ा extra add कर रहे, थोड़ा कम कर रहे, so we are balancing such that this error is little less compared to the first one using trapezoidal rule. Okay, so based on this motivation only, the Gauss-Legendre's method work. Here, due to the shift of a line, shift of the straight line, there is a change in the limit of integration. Okay, so now you are dealing with these 2 points instead of dealing with earlier original limit. Okay, so यहाँ पे एक change होता है, आपकी limits of integration gets changed. So what we are doing here, we are shifting this line such that precisely the positive error and negative error are trying to balance each other. Okay, and that is nothing but Gauss quadrature, the method of Gauss quadrature, and it works with Gauss-Legendre's formula or Gauss formula, where the integration of function x, f of x, over the limit -1 to 1 can be calculated using this weightage formula or weighted formula. Okay, but if you look at here, the limit of this integration in the formula is -1 to +1. But when we see a practical application or numericals, you will always find the integration limits are not always -1 to +1. Okay, so that means somehow whatever limit we are working with, generally we work with x0 to xn. So we will try to convert the integration limit from x0 to xn, instead of that -1 to 1. Okay, now the method which we are going to see here, it will do it effectively. Now also it will reduce the computation effort also. So that's why this method, Gauss quadrature methods, are used in many software to do the integration, to calculate the integration. It requires less number of spacing, less time or less calculation involved. Okay, so that's why compared to Newton-Cotes method, Gauss-Legendre's methods are preferred. Now the next slide onward, I am going to show you derivation of Gauss-Legendre's 2-point method. But remember, I have told you earlier, in exam there will be no question on the derivation. Okay, so that's why I am not going to spend too much time on the derivation. Okay, thoda quickly I'll cover that, and we will focus on the application part, main formula part. Okay, so I have taken this derivation from one book, and I am going to use the name, the nomenclature which was present there only, and later on we will change it to the familiar notations, familiar nomenclature. Okay, so just look at the derivation. Don't worry if you don't understand some of the portion. Okay, so we'll start with this. As we know, the Gauss-Legendre's method, here I am specifically saying 2-point method. It is derived with the concept of trapezoidal rule and a Gauss formula. Okay, now we have just seen the formula for Gauss's, its weighted formula. Okay, so here what we are approximating the integration of the function x over the limit a to b is approximately equal to c1 into f of a plus c2 into f of b. Okay, so this is one equation, Gauss's equation. Now the second equation here you are observing, it is actually derived from the trapezoidal rule. This equation actually we have used, but the format was little different. The format which we have seen earlier for trapezoidal rule was, see, अगर आपके पास एक segment है, the formula for calculating integration area equal to 1 by 2 times h into y0 plus y1. This formula we have seen for single strip. Okay, now for single strip, what is h? H is xn minus x0 divided by n. N number of strips. Just now I have told you n number of strip कितने 1 है only. Okay, so 1. Now what is this y0? Okay, y0 is nothing but f of x0 and y1 is f of x1 xn, क्योंकि एक ही स्ट्रिप है, right? So if I put these values f of x0, f of xn and this xn minus x0 in here, what I am going to get is kind of a same formula. Okay, so मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे फिर multiply भी कर रहा हूँ y0 और y1 से. So I am going to get some kind of this xn minus x0 divided by 2 into f of x0 plus xn minus x0 divided by 2 into f of xn. Okay, so iska simplified another version, modification version is like this, and here the integration limits are a and b, so that's why xn की जगह यहाँ पे b यूज किया है, x0 की जगह उन्होंने यूज किया है a. So it's the same equation which we seen in the trapezoidal rule, and this equation is of a Gauss formula. Okay, now in the first equation of a Gauss you will find that there are C1 and C2 as the unknown. Okay, now later on when we see this function of A and function of B, it is assumed that we are dealing with a third order polynomial. Okay, so if excuse me, if we are doing Gauss quadrature 2-point method, the polynomial equation is order of 3 cubic curve. If we are dealing with 3-point curve or 3-point method, the order of polynomial is 5. Okay, so don't worry about this part, just see कि यहाँ पे जो function of x is assumed to be, the polynomial equation is assumed to be of order 3. So order 3 मतलब cubic curve और equation रहता है a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus a3 x cube. So this is your polynomial equation. Now in these above two equation we are going to put this function. Okay, so in the next slide, so in first case we have assumed that the function is polynomial equation of order 3. Okay, so इसको integrate किया हमने, we got this equation. Then after that this a and b limits are placed in the place of x value. Okay, so to calculate definite integral, so later we got a equation for complete integration. Okay, इसको solve करके ऐसे लेके आए. Now also we know that Gauss's formula suggests that the same integration is approximated using the weighted formula C1 f of x1 plus C2 f of x2. Okay, तो यहाँ पे क्या किया है, f of x1 we have used the polynomial of order 3 cubic का इक्वेशन डाल दिया और उसको x1 से and x2 से evaluate किया है. See, so C1 f of x1, this is nothing but f of x1 function, उसमें x1 डाल दिया है, plus C2 into f of x2 function डाल दिया. Now in the next task, in the next step, the C1 is multiplied with each term from that bracket. Okay, then you can observe here C1 into A0 plus what will happen, C2 into A0. Okay, so C1 into A0 plus C2 into A0. We can take A0 out of or take a common. What will get, C1 plus C2. So here the treatment is done like this. Okay, so out of these two we got A0 common, bracket में रहा C1 plus C2. Similarly A1 C1 x1 plus C2 x2. Okay, next C1 into A2 x1 square, C2 into A2 x2 square, A2 take common out of the bracket, What remains in the parenthesis? C1 x1 square plus C2 x2 square. Similarly, last term A3 common liya, we will have C1 x1 cube and C2 x cube, x2 cube. Now, if we compare these two equations, equation number 1 and equation number 2, what these two equations are nothing but approximate integration of f of x over the limit e and b. Both are same, okay, but different terms. So in the next part, we will equate this equation number 1 and equation number 2, because both are nothing but integration of f of x over the limit a and b. So if you equate these two equations, you can compare. See, यहाँ पे a0 है, यहाँ पे a0 है. Means what? The bracket वाली term b minus a from the equation number 1 is actually equal to same c1 plus c2. Similarly, this b square minus a square divided by 2 and c1 x1 plus c2 x2 are same. Next term, इसमें और इसमें comparison देखो, both will be, should be equal. Okay, so I have written it down in the next slide separately. Now to find out the unknowns a0, a1, a2 and x3, so sorry, to find out the unknowns here c1, c2, x1 and x2, we need to solve these equations simultaneously, because in this equation a and b are known to us and remaining are unknown for us. So there are four unknowns: x1, x2, c1 and c2. A and b are nothing but the limit of integration. Okay, here it is denoted as a and b. So if we solve these four equations simultaneously, the method implemented here is a method of undetermined coefficient. Okay, so by applying that philosophy, by that procedure, we get ultimately the equations like this. Okay, again uska derivation bhi bahut bada hoga, so I have skipped that. Ultimately we get the values in terms of a and b which are known to us. For unknowns x1, x2, c1 and c2. Okay, so you got the terms. Then we will use this term back into the Gauss's formula. Okay, so this is our Gauss's formula. उसमें वो सारे term c1, x1, c2, x2 सब डाल दिया. And now this one, this big equation is the equation of Gauss quadrature 2-point rule or 2-point method. And this is the end of the derivation. But if you look at the formulation, some of the students might face a difficulty to remember this long equation. Okay? And there is one more problem with this. Up till now, we are used to the nomenclature presented here. A matlab integration equal to limits are represented with x0 and xn, and the function is written as a f of x. But here the upper limit and lower limit are represented with a and b. Okay, so दो issues है यहाँ पे. एक तो issue है थोड़ा ये formula mug up करने के लिए या remember करने के लिए it is difficult for some of the student and even for me, and the nomenclature. So these two difficulty we are going to solve, and also we are going to see a kind of a procedure, easy procedure. So next slide present the steps which you need to follow. Okay, so up till now, if you are not that confident enough कि आपको सब समझ में आया, okay, so don't worry, forget about earlier part, don't look at that part. Now what part I am the next slide and a slide for Gauss quadrature 3-point method. please concentrate on these two slides, okay, because they are going to give you a mass. Okay, they are going to help you to solve the numericals for integration. So here we have simplified, we have tried to simplify this difficult equation. Okay, so let's see the simpler approach for Gauss quadrature 2.1. and remember these two are same, जो मैं present करने वाला हूँ आगे की slide में, and this equation both are same only, इसको ही थोड़ा change करके लिखा है. Okay, just for the sake of simplicity, that's it. Okay, so if we talk about Gauss quadrature 2-point method, here we are going to see the approach and formulas involved. Okay, so in your problem statement they will mention you which method you need to implement and what is the problem here. Okay, so here we need to calculate definite integral of function x over the limit x0 to xn, right? So input parameters are 4 here. The first is a method, name of the method, which method you need to use. Second, they will give you lower limit of the integration, upper limit of the integration, and the function which need to be integrated. Okay, so these 4 are requirement. So based on this, first thing we calculate is A and B. Okay, now forget about earlier A and B, don't worry, सब छोड़ दो. Okay, now concentrate on this part. A variable A is calculated as xn minus x0 divided by 2. Okay, now replace this minus sign with plus sign, you obtain B value. Okay, now this part you have to remember. Okay, now based on these two values A and B, we are going to calculate x1 and x2. Okay, now if you recall the earlier formula, वहां पे 1/√3 ऐसे वेटेज आया था. now उसको यहाँ पे हमने x1 के फॉर्म में लिखा है उसको. okay, so x1 is equal to a plus b, where a has a weightage of 1/√3. okay, similarly the same formula is written here as a x2, just here the weightage is negative. Okay, so a has a weightage of minus 1/√3. next, based on these two values x1 and x2, now x1 और x2 दोनों आप calculate कर सकते हो, because we have in previous step we have calculated a and b, so that means we will be able to calculate x1 and x2. in the next task we need to call this function. okay, f of x. f of x will be something like कि भाई 1/1 plus x square sin x cos x, कुछ भी हो सकता है. ओके, तो ये जो वैल्यू आएगी आपकी x1 की, put that value in this equation, we get f of x1. okay, assign this as a y1, treat that as a y1. then x2 को लो, x2 को भी उसी फंक्शन में डाल दो, जैसे sin x है तो sin x2 डाल दो. right, so we get f of x2, assign that as a y2. right, so this is your next step, easy है. and last, call the formula for area. okay, area is nothing but your integration, the answer for this question, which is equal to a into y1 plus y2. that's it. So if you compare the earlier formula, it is little difficult to remember as also and do the calculation. There might be some kind of confusion, mistake in sign. So here the presented approach is little simpler for student. So use this methodology and there should not be any kind of doubt, because this is derived from or simplified from the complicated equation of Gauss quadrature which was presented in the previous slide. okay, now how I remember this I have explained. First I calculate a and b. a equal to xn minus x0, then I change the sign minus to plus, I get the value of b. After that, I need to calculate x1 and x2. I know that x1 is nothing but a plus b, okay, and x2 is also nothing but a plus b, but here a has weightage, okay, so due to the Gauss quadrature, a has a weightage of 1 upon root 3, and x2 will have a weightage 1 upon root 3, but it is having minus weightage, okay, so negative side में जाता है वो. So using these two equations, I'll calculate x1 and x2. I'll put that x1 and x2 into the function, calculate y1 and y2. After that, I need to remember this formula of area, okay, which is easy now to remember, which is equal to a small a plus small a into y1 plus y2. So that's it. This is my answer. Okay, so I request all of you to note it down or take the screenshot. Take the screenshot of this image, this slide. It will be ready reference for you when you attempt a question on Gauss-Legendre's 2-point method. Okay, so I assume that you have taken the screenshot. Now when we solve a numerical on it, again we will have a quick recap on this. So next slide, I have skipped the derivation for Gauss-Legendre's 3-point method because already 2-point का देखा है, उसमें क्या करना है आपको? The equation we have used was a0 plus a1x plus a2x plus a3x cube. Okay, instead of this cubic equation, in 3-point method we use a polynomial equation of order 5. And then again derivation, उसको weightage, बहुत बड़ा procedure है, and it's of no use, right, for us as a student. ठीक है, so we are going to skip that part, just focus on the formulation. Now compared to Gauss quadrature 2-point method, इसका formula थोड़ा difficult है in the latter case, बाकी का part बहुत ही easy है. So first thing, similar to Gauss quadrature 2-point method, calculate a and b, no change in the formula, but there is a change in calculation of x1, x2, x3, because now there are 3 points, so there will be x1, x2 and x3. How do we calculate here? Almost similar approach. X1 is equal to a plus b, but as we are dealing with 3-point method, the magnitude or the weightage is of root 3 by 5. Okay, for x2 the weightage will be minus root 3 by 5, and for x3 actually the weightage of a is 0, so 0 a plus b, so 0 times a cancel ho gaya, and we have only x3 equal to b. So remember this formula. So based on the values of a and b, we will be able to calculate x1, x2 and x3. After that, we need to evaluate function by putting x1, x2 and x3 back into the function f of x, evaluate y1, y2 and y3. And now this is too easy for you. And last part is putting y1, y2 and y3 into the equation of Gauss-Legendre's 3-point method. Now earlier equation was simple, a into y1 plus y2 था, okay, but यहाँ पे थोड़ा complicated होता है, and also I know that I have skipped the derivation. You might seem this formula is little difficult, okay, but remember this formula, it is required. Okay, so area is calculated in this way: small a, which is xn minus x0 divided by 2, into 5 by 9 y1 plus 5 by 9 y2 plus 8 by 9 y3. Okay, and I don't have any kind of trick to remember this. I have to mug this. Okay, याद कर लो. Now that is it about Gauss-Legendre's 3-point method. Take the screenshot of this. Again, you are going to follow the same procedure to solve the numerical. And actually, even though it might seem thoda simple hai, but this method is very powerful. For example, okay, so I think all of you have taken the screenshot. Make sure that this is stored with you as a notes. आपको ज्यादा कुछ रीड करने की जरूरत नहीं, जस्ट ये 2 स्लाइड अगर होगी, you can attempt the question on Gauss-Legendre's 2-point हो या फिर 3-point हो. So moving ahead, we are going to solve one numerical using first 2-point method and later on 3-point method. Okay, so the function is cos of 2x divided by 1 plus sin x, and we need to integrate this function from 2 to 3. Okay, so this is your input parameter, and we know that there are 4 inputs always present in the problem statement. First input is the method which we need to use, so Gauss-Legendre's 2-point method. Then second thing is a x0, lower limit of integration, upper limit of integration, and function of x. So all 4 are present. We can solve it. First thing first, write the given data in the solution. Xn equal to 3, x0 equal to 2, f of x equal to cos of 2x divided by 1 plus sin of x. Okay, then step number 2, calculate a and b. Okay, so a calculate करेंगे 3 minus 2 divided by 2, so 1 upon 2, 0.5. a will be equal to 0.5. b क्या करना है, इन दोनों का अब एडिशन करना है. 3 plus 2 5, 5 by 2 2.5. so we got a and b. Next, using this a and b, we need to calculate x1 and x2. Okay, so just revise. x1 and x2 calculate करना है. फॉर्मूला याद कैसे रखोगे? x1 is nothing but a plus b, x2 is also a plus b. Here a has a positive weightage of 1 by root 3 for 2 point, and x2 has a negative weightage of 1 upon root 3. Okay, so calculate this. It happens to be 2.7886 and 2.2113. Next, take this 2.7886, जहां जहां पे भी फंक्शन में x लिखा है वहां पे डाल दो. ओके, और कैलकुलेट करो ये कितना देता है आंसर. ठीक है, सो दैट इज योर y1. सो y1 इज इक्वल टू f ऑफ x1. सिमिलरली नेक्स्ट पार्ट में क्या करोगे आप, x की जगह 2.2113 को डाल दोगे. So that is your f of x2, evaluating function with value x2, get y2. So y1 y2 calculate किया. अब last step करना है आपको, fifth step, that is calculate area. Area equal to, now this formula you have to remember, a into y1 plus y2. Okay, the answer is minus 0.6553. Okay, so just look at the procedure. Do you think I need to repeat it? I can repeat. If you want, you can take the screenshot for the reference. Gauss Legendre's methods are very easy if you have formulas with you, so nothing difficult in that. So let's try to solve this same numerical using 3-point method. Okay, so we are going to solve the same function with 3-point now. 3-point में भी क्या करते हैं, पहला इनपुट पैरामीटर कॉल कर लेंगे. So step 1 is same, step 2 is also same. So step 2 we calculate A and B because the formulae are same. So I say step 2 is also similar to 2-point. Now step 3, x1, x2 and x3. Okay, so 3-point में याद रखो x1, x2 and x3 रहते, 3 रहते. We need to calculate these x1, x2 and x3. How do we remember this? All are nothing but a plus b. Okay, where a को weightage देना है आपको, तो the procedure which I follow to remember this, a का coefficient weightage is positive √3/5. Here it is negative √3/5. And here इन दोनों का मिड पॉइंट क्या होने वाला है, 0 होने वाला है. So 0 weightage. Okay, so 0 times a plus b. A and b we have calculated here. Put it into formula of x1, x2 and x3. Calculate these three. After that, using this x1, I'll calculate f of x1, which is y1. Then x2 है अपने पास, so put back into the function, will get y2. Then x3 को डालो, f of x3, which is y3. Simple up to this part. And last, now we need to calculate integration or area, which is equal to, now this part you have to remember somehow, a into 5/9 y1 plus 5/9 y2 plus 8/9 y3. Okay, so I think I am correct. Let's see. Okay, so by using this area ka formula, calculate complete integration and that will be your answer. Okay, so let's do that. Try to solve this. Okay, note down, open your notebook, calculator, solve the area using Gauss-Legendre's 2-point method. Okay, now along with your roll number, enter your answer in the chat window. Okay, chat window में डालना है आज आपका attendance and answer. So solve, try करो सब लोग. किसी को डाउट होगा या कुछ इश्यू होगा, प्लीज यू कैन आस्क. ओके, आपको चैट विंडो में आपका रोल नंबर एंड आंसर मतलब एरिया, फाइनल आंसर कितना आता है वो डालना है.